Okay, so yeah, welcome you all to our yet another Palo Alto Research Lab call. As you know, continuing our quest, connecting brilliant minds into a thoughtful community that's going to change the world soon. So yeah, as usual, hosting today's meeting myself, Ivan, and also Malika. Also, Malika is helping me out with that. So yeah, if you're first time here, we hold such calls every week, and you can receive the latest information about our upcoming events and collective calls. By looking at your chat, I will present, links, share links so you can see and our socials and get there, get subscribed. And yeah, we have like usual 3 amazing projects for today to present. Their pitch, we will discuss that and everything. So we got Dmytro representing a WhiteList zone and Nick Williams, CTO at TNNS PRO. So yeah, 3 amazing projects, but so little time to take the presentation because we decided to make it more entertaining, more like captivating and stuff. So from now on, the project has like 5 minutes with the pitch and then like 10, maybe 12, 15 questions for the questions part. So it's Q&A part. So yeah, please, for all the speakers, mind your timing and be like brief, but at the same time informative, engaging, and try to expand the topic in those 5 minutes because we'll have to stop you if you exceed the time limit. So yeah, we carefully will place that timer on the top right corner. And yeah, please, no delays for the other speakers. So yeah, as always, if you have any questions for the speakers, feel free to raise your hand or address your question in the chat. We will read it out loud. And thanks everyone for joining in. So yeah, I think we should give the word to Nick Williams from TNNS PRO. So yeah, 5 minutes and then Q&A section. So Nick, hi.
My name is Nick Williams. I'm a co-founder of TNNS. We're basically a sports. We started off in sports, but like similar to what Drip was just saying. We started off. We have a lot of good connections, as well as our co-founder is a professional tennis player. Steve Nash is part ownership of our company, who's an ex-NBA player. We first started off helping big brands, sports brands in the US, basically utilize, the Web3 space with NFTs and gaming. But what we realized is there was a big problem with the NFT side, same thing, is the amount that they were generating didn't really, because these big brands in sports, they like to make a lot of money, minimum guarantees, etc. And we thought, okay, maybe we should have entered doing the sports token side of things and then look at the utility of that sport token with NFTs and gaming, because a lot of these sports brands were asking us about how they could launch their own sports token. So this is what we did. We said, okay, with our connections, let's basically develop our end goal, which was a centralized exchange that will compete against Chili's, and basically use our sport connection to build that. And basically, yeah, that's what we did. Last year, we completed in July. We've got about 300,000 registered users, about 400,000 visitors every month. Our goal, and we've just been approved to be listed on CoinMarketCap, final stage of European license. Most of our co-founders, like I said, are professional sports, or myself, I'm sales and marketing, and then Steve Nash is our brand ambassador. So how we started was, as you can see, we got some free advertising on like PFL, AVP, which is the volleyball side, Davis Cups, football, esports. And we got about, well, as you can see, especially with the tennis side, because we had them wear our patch. We got over about 1 billion views. So that actually helped us with when it came to the exchange and actually bringing board new users to that exchange. So yeah, so what we're trying to do with the exchange is really help our sports partners produce sports tokens, not just that, esports, and also other Web3 gaming and other stuff based on sports, really. And then our goal is our next stage would be to white label NFT sites where these tokens could be used, also for the gaming side, etc., etc. It's fully launched in July last year. What we also noticed as we were doing this and being on forums on Telegram and stuff, there's another problem when it comes to Web3 projects is, when you go onto a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange, it could be very expensive. And we're talking about 30,000 to 150,000 just to actually list on an exchange. And we thought, that's crazy. Maybe 200,000 you're spending from your raise just for an exchange. So we thought, we'll okay, we need to do a win-win for both Web3 projects and us. So what we said was, you got the community, we've got the exchange. We'll do it as a SaaS model. Pay on a monthly. After 3 years, you've paid it off, and then you stay. Not just that, we also noticed that market making is quite expensive as well. We produce our own market making system. Rather than paying three to 5,000 a month, we said, look, 1,000 a month, and that's standard across the board. So what our goal is to do is we can build faster purely because of the fact is we can bring on more projects that we vet. They can bring their communities in. So our goal is to utilize that and basically build it up from that. But not just that, our go-to-market strategy is we want to connect with incubators, labs, Web3 investors that have already invested into projects, purely because the fact is, they want those projects to be successful and be listed. Of course, we got a massive network within sports as well. So we'll be utilizing that to actually gain more visitors. So revenue by the end of this year would be through token listing, trading fees, market making, and launchpad, which I can go through after that. As you can see, sports makes up 70% of the population in the world, only 4% of the population trading crypto. So it's still 200 million people that actually could support these sporting projects as well. Like I said, our main competitor is Chili's, and they are just a DEX, whereas we will list other tokens just besides sports tokens. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Nick, for minding the time. Okay, so yeah, I like the name, by the way. Yeah, guys, expect more questions from you. Please go ahead. As you know, all the questions in the chat, or raise your hand. Yeah, meanwhile, let me do the question again. So what exactly are you looking for in investor?
Yeah, we're looking for an investor that's within investing into Web3 projects, purely because the fact is we know that if they're investing into these projects, we want to make sure that we can help these projects list their token. Because at the end of the day, that's the end goal for any project, is to either do a launch pad and then list it onto a centralized or decentralized exchange. So that, of course, they want to list on more than one. All we're saying is, let's do it on a SaaS, make our system as cheap as possible for them. So that therefore they can spend all that money that they've raised on R&D rather than token listing.
Okay.
We actually have raised, and this is what we're looking for. Our initial funding was 750 with Steve Nash and the other founders. We're just doing our final private round. It's only 350 we're looking for, 10% equity, and of course tokens. And this is really for major marketing once we've on CoinMarketCap, and then just finalizing the licensing.
All right, got it. Thanks.
What happens if you don't raise this 350K?
Very good question. Nothing really. We've got I've been involved in the blockchain space since 2014. We've got an anti-counterfeit supply chain company. And that's one of the reasons why we're well connected. So the only thing that will happen is it'll just take a little bit more time for us to grow. But of course, having an investor will speed everything else up. But I always say it's like a seesaw, isn't it? The more money you have, the faster everything goes. Less money, the slower everything goes. So.
And what about partnerships?
Oh, up for partnering with we're talking to Casper, spelled with a K, Casper Labs. They should be launching their layer 2s in November. So we're talking to them. Definitely a big partnership there with them. We also speak to Solana Gaming community, our protocol. Basically, like Drip has it has great potential. And because we got sports connections, there's a way for us then to maybe link together. Because the community, it's all about the community, isn't it? Like he was saying, these sports brands have huge communities. And this is one of the reasons why we have 300,000 registered users, purely because the fact is they have the huge communities. And that's what we want to leverage as well.
Yeah, hi. If you're looking for partnerships, one of my portfolio companies is doing sports sponsorship with Porsche, Carrera Cup, and the Super Cup. So that might be a good collaboration there. So hit me up on LinkedIn, and I can help you with that. And if did you mention Casper, like Casper Labs, the chain?
Yeah, it's spelled with K. They're basically kind of like secret information, but they're kind of like doing some type of stuff in the stock market in the US, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's the actual lab side, which is they are linked to the mining. They basically do all the mining machines for Casper spelt with a K. So they basically paid the initial like 10 million fund to do the labs, and now Casper, the community, are now developing the layer 2. So because I'm based in Hong Kong, they're kind of like China, so we connected and good synergy. So anything like that where with like labs, brilliant. We want to speak to as many, because we got connections basically, a bit like yourself. You got connections, and we want to help the Web3 project.
Yeah, I can connect you with the Casper Labs with a C. They are another chain, and I know the people in the foundation and so forth. I used to run the grants program as well. So hit me up on LinkedIn and let's see what we can do.
Thank you so much. Yes, if there are no questions, Ivan, what do you think?
Maybe we'll do the last one. I've just, was born from the discussion. So how do you position yourself, your project, among other competitors?
Okay. I mean, we respect the market, especially like the centralized exchange market. But like I said before, the big difference between what we're trying to do is we don't want them to blow 100,000 on just a listing. And then, a lot of these projects want to list 10 exchanges. I mean, is that really feasible for a new project? So what we're trying to say is there are competition like Binance, of course, number one, and they own like CoinMarketCap, so it's going to be hard to topple off them off top. But they're doing a really good job. A lot of the centralized exchanges are doing a really good job. But our goal is, okay, but there still needs to be something that allows these projects to enter the market. So I'm hoping by doing this, we have some other exchanges that will do SaaS models.
Okay, thanks. That's great. So thanks, Nico, for your presentation. It was amazing. And thanks for minding the time again. So let's proceed to another project, the third on the list, the final one. And hopefully we'll see finally Dmytro here on the call. Please answer if you're here.
Hi, Dmytro.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for making it. Okay, so please go ahead. As usual, 5 minutes, and all the rest will go to Q&A section.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Dmytro, co-founder and CEO at WhiteList Zone. For retail investors with a check up to 1K, there is currently no safe and easy way to invest in promising and new Web3 projects without locking up a significant amount of funds on dozens of launchpads. The existing WhiteList market is only secondary and operates as an OTC market, which has a huge number of problems mostly related to scams. More than 70% of all offers on the OTC market come from scammers. In early 2022, I decided to invest in a promising project. At the last moment on the OTC market, I managed to buy a couple of whitelists, but right before the sale, all the funds were withdrawn from the wallets by the seller. Losing money was, of course, painful. But there's not only the main pain. The next day, this project showed 411x. So it's former pain, it's really huge. This happened to me not the first time, but it was the most painful experience that made me think deeply about the problem and look for ways to solve it. That's why we created WhiteList Zone, a marketplace where you can safely and easily buy investment opportunities, which we source directly from launchpads and Web3 projects. It's really easy and simple to do this with us. So at first, you simply go to wzone.io, choose a verified project, and buy whitelist with one click for any of the 140 tokens. You are ready to invest. Our secret sauce is that we securely package all whitelist data into NFT boxes, adding bonuses from projects and partners. This also creates a secure secondary market. In addition, we offer our users a new project analysis tool, AI analytics tool, which allows all users to get a project score and detailed analytics with an overview for our subscribers. The total whitelist market value is expected to reach $5.5 billion in the next year. But the existing market is in chaos. We are, in fact, really the only marketplace that offers an infrastructure solution. that eliminates many problems and most importantly eliminates the possibility of scam. We have serious partners such as Cointelegraph, G20 Group, Whitebit, FG and others, and these numbers of our partners is constantly growing. We launched our alpha in June previous year and have already onboarded over 80 projects, 11 launchpads, and during this March we've sold 850 whitelists, and revenue from it was nearby 35k, and that's for much, only for 1 month. We started selling whitelists on automatic base. Our business model, our main source of income are direct whitelist sales, which we receive from projects and launchpads. Subscriptions, we will offer a wide range of packages for those who want to make money with us, advertising service for projects, and commissions for each whitelist sale on the secondary market. Our team has extensive experience in IT, crypto, and marketplaces. The team currently consists of 15 people, but will be expanding in the near future. We are currently raising 750k in a private round, of which more than half has already been raised. We have already closed the seed round with Cointelegraph as a lead investor, from which we receive really huge support in various areas. We are the whitelist zone, and we are here to bring transparency, accessibility, and security to the Web3 market. Thank you.
All right, Dmytro, thanks for keeping up with the time. Really appreciate that. So yeah, let's proceed to Q&A part. And yeah, guys, please go ahead. Questions in the chat or raise your hand.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dmytro. And meanwhile, we are waiting for questions or comments in the chat. Yeah, actually, I left here, I put the link to your pitch deck and your contacts. Yeah, could you please explain, clarify a bit more, give us more details regarding the business model?
Sure. It's rather simple. So we have two different types of users. From one side, it's projects and launchpads. From another side, it's common people, investors, private investors, or retail investors who want to get on board to that project. And we taken from projects or launchpads, whitelist spots or allocations, and offer them directly to our users. And from that side, when we taking money from our users for that whitelist spots, like tickets for ability to invest into these projects, we're starting to make a marketing campaign for these projects or launchpads. So we bring into projects and launchpads new blood of new users, new flow of people who want to really to become a part of new projects, want to buy their tokens or NFTs or anything else that could be packed into a whitelist. And we bring into them motivated investor. Motivated investor is a person who already paid any amount of money for the whitelist and it's already started to invest. So he will invest with a chance of 90% and more. And that's really high, 3 times higher than intermediate per market. So we are selling these tickets as a ability to invest, and for other side we bring in new audience, new community, and people who are ready to invest. So we are a free marketing tool for projects and for launchpads because onboarding process is free for them. So they only given for us whitelist spots, and that's all.
Thank you. And you already worked with launchpads as well, right?
Yes, sure. For now, we started to work with 12 launchpad, 11 already signed, and from 3 launchpad we already selling whitelists. From the next week, we will add additional mostly launchpad for that, and we started to sell whitelist from launchpad only from the beginning of March, because in February we finalized our backend launched automatic backend system to to make sales much more convenient for us and for users.
What about the security? So how do you address like WhiteList zone security measures, and are there any concerns for regular users?
Okay, thank you for your question. At first, we source whitelists directly from launchpads and from projects. So we do not take projects from the street. We work with a large amount of partners who bring into us new projects, like refer them, and we have already approved projects with done due diligence, we've done all types of tests and analysis from side of our partners. So we are sure, but we are making our personal due deal for them, and that's one side. Another side that we do not have people who reselling whitelists from and other sources on our platform. Just now, we do not have secondary whitelist market. We will have it in June when we launch our final version of our marketplace with when we'll pack whitelist into NFT boxes, and users can resell them on our marketplace or any existing NFT marketplace. So it will create absolutely safe secondary market for users, because only final person who will open NFT box will get access to all secret data in it.
All right, thanks for that. Yeah, so Malika, what do you say?
Yeah, if there are no questions, we can finish the call.
Yeah, you can, Dmytro, you can, by the way, share all your, socials and, links in the chat.
Sure.
Also, and by the way, thanks for the presentation. It was amazing. And I want to say thanks to all the founders, all the people who are presenting the projects for minding the timing. It was really a pleasure. I appreciate that. And let's see you next week. Thanks for the presentation. It was great, as I said before. And please join Palo Alto community, and please stay in touch, and see you next week. Thanks.
Thank you everyone for joining. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
See ya.